in studio. Beth Irons is in right now here this morning. We have coming up the Bag Square Fall Fest. A lot going on over there in Bag Square.
Hey, it's all happening in Bag Square.
Is that the slogan?
It is now.
I like it. I do like it. It is, though. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a real transformation over there.
And one of the really cool things is it's a great diversity of activity. There's for-profit businesses, non-profit businesses, community-based organizations, and a lot of people that just feel really, really pumped about the idea of being in Bag Square.
I like the smell.
Good for you.
There's
I'm assuming you're on Lower Genesee Street where Utica Bread is, and the Taylor and the Cook, and Utica Coffee Roasting.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing about Utica Coffee Roasting having the bigger roasting facility is when they're roasting because you can smell it through the whole neighborhood.
That whole neighborhood,
it's
you
wonderful.
really do. And then, of course, when bread is made, you can smell bread.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is happening. And okay, so talk about this event. It's the Fall Fest, right?
It is, and this is the second kind of family-friendly event that we've held in Bag Square this year. I had the pleasure of becoming the board president in February at the last annual meeting, and we had shortly after the annual meetings we have a short a board meeting.
Yeah.
It usually lasts 15 or 20 minutes. And one of the things that came out of that was I kind of just threw the idea out on the table. I'm like, okay, what do we want to do this year?
Yeah.
We were all familiar with our mission and our objectives, but we really wanted to kind of nail down one or two things that we wanted to actually try and get done, concrete things we wanted to get done. Now, keep in mind that this board is filled with very dedicated, very passionate, entrepreneurial-minded people who already have full plates,
right,
with their families and their kids and their own businesses and everything else. But their dedication is to the level that they want to try and do more on top of all that.
Yeah.
So one of the things that really came out very strongly from our initial meeting was they wanted to do some things that were very kid or family friendly, to bring families down into Bag Square that may not necessarily otherwise come down there because they don't have business with anything down there.
Right.
So the first thing we did was the block party in July, I believe it was. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't on our side, but we still had some really excited, dedicated people. We had about probably between 300 and 400 people come down.
And it was a bad.
It was just a
weekend.
kind of a
rainy,
miserable rainy day. I mean, it wasn't a torrential downpour, but it was enough to keep, if you were going to decide to take the kids out in something.
And we didn't have a lot of those Saturdays, but the early July we did. And
this one was actually on a Sunday because we wanted to kind of take advantage. If it was a down day, we wanted to do things with as much as respectfully as we could with the businesses that operate down there 7 days a week.
Yep.
Gerber stayed open late that day to accommodate it. They actually had a little barbecue set up out on the sidewalk, and they gave away hot dogs all day. So it was very kid friendly. We had some people come down, and it really turned out to be a very nice day. So that kind of encouraged us with this other event, this fall festival that's coming up this weekend. We're partnering very closely with the Children's Museum, which has been enjoying kind of a resurgence of support and excitement. So they're going to be offering a few things. They are specifically offering a discounted admission to the museum for the hours of the event, 1 to 4 this coming Saturday.
Okay. So this one will be on Saturday.
Yes, this will be on Saturday from 1 to 4.
Right now the weather's looking beautiful right on through Friday, but Saturday's the transition day. It still looks pretty nice.
Right,
for
it still
Saturday.
looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they were saying the same thing. Of course, I'm always sensitive to weather on Saturdays because I also run the public market for Oneida County down at the train station. So anytime there's a rain cloud floating around on top of that nice bright sunshine on the Saturday weather report, I kind of cross my fingers and hold my breath. But we've been lucky.
It says here the Bag Square slogan, by the way, is always making history. Yes. But when you think about Bag Square, in so many cases, talk about history, it's the first vision that so many of our ancestors had of Utica.
It was the first established neighborhood, quote unquote, of the city in the infancy of the city. We were the front door, as you might want to say, to Utica, with the canal being so close, the rail being right there. The actual building that the Children's Museum was actually one of the main downtown businesses as a mercantile, and a grain company. So it just every step of the way, you find something that was started in Bag Square that has helped flourish not only the growth of the city, but the growth of Oneida County and the growth of the upstate region in general.
All right, so this is 1 till 4 o'clock this Saturday. And good for kids. Definitely bring the kids.
Great for kids. The Children's Museum will have some activities out there. The Bag Square Association will have some activities out there. The event will be centered in Bag Commemorative Park, right next to the Children's Museum. Of course, the museum will be open, and right directly across from the Bags Commemorative Park we're going to kind of set up a little food court. We're also working with the Utica Food Truck Association.
Okay.
So there's some members over there. So we'll have a nice little variety of ready-to-eat foods right on site.
Food trucks are hot today.
They are, and they do a wonderful job. I work with them through the public market every week, and they do a fantastic job. So we'll have some wood-fired pizza. We'll have some kettle corn. We'll have Mr. Z's is going to be there with a variety of different things. There's going to be one of the really cool things is Michelle Truitt has developed a treasure hunt based on the historical mural that we unveiled earlier this year on the North Genesee Street overpass.
That's basically a history timeline.
It is. It's a history timeline of the entire neighborhood, and the kids will be able to pick up a sheet and explore the timeline and find some things in the treasure hunt and win a prize.
Love it. It's 1 till 4 o'clock this weekend on Saturday.
Immediately following Oneida County Public Market.
Very nice. All right, Beth, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Good to see you.